Hello, this is Josie with KnitChats. Today's tip is how to count rows in garter stitch. When we first learned to knit, we learned how to do a piece of garter stitch fabric. And all it is knitting each row back and forth. And it creates this fabric that looks the same on both sides. Now in garter stitch fabric, you'll notice that there are these ridges that run across the fabric. If I open it up, you might be able to see those ridges better. And they are these lines or ridges that run across. So what you need to know is that each of these ridges is made up of 2 knitted rows. So once you know that, it becomes easy to easily count your rows. We don't begin here, so we will begin at the bottom, but we don't begin on this bottom edge because this is your cast on row, so we don't count that. But we begin with the next full ridge, just right above it, right here, and we'll begin counting the ridges. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have the row that's sitting on the needle. So what we do is count the ridges, which we counted up 7 times 2 knitted rows each. That's 14 rows, and we do add the row of stitches sitting on the needle. So that's a total of 15 rows. Now you'll want to count up the rows on the right side of the fabric for the accurate count of rows. It can be confusing because the wrong side of garter stitch fabric is very similar to the front facing or the right side of your fabric. One little trick is to note where your cast-on tail is. Your cast-on tail is on the right side when your fabric is on the right side. So that's a quick way, a quick visual to let you know that this is the right side of your fabric. If the cast-on tail is on your right side, then this is your right side of the fabric. Okay, I hope that was a helpful little tip for you when you have to count your rows in garter stitch, and as well identifying which side of garter stitch is the right side of your fabric. Happy knitting!